We are here at Drone-a-palooza and we've brought a number of our instruments. They are Alamo floats and Argo floats, and their basic purpose is to measure temperature of the ocean, and the Argo floats measure salinity as well. The effort is to cover as much of the global ocean in the Argo program. We have about 90% coverage with 3,000 to 3,500 instruments. And we measure temperature and salinity data down to depths of 2,000 meters. And every 10 days, the instrument comes back to the surface, measuring temperature and salinity along the way, and satellite radios that information back, and the information is published. This project is about 10 or 12 years old, and before this project existed, scientists on ships would have traveled out and taken similar instruments that we have atop these instruments, and they would make sample readings of the temperature and the salinity in one place at one time, and that's what they would know. They'd record it, take it back. We also had the occasional readings from moorings where you would put the sensor package out and it would make repeated measurements at that one place over time. But that would have to be serviced. People would have to go back out and collect that data. Now, because we have instruments like this that are autonomous, working on their own, we can take an instrument out via boat, put it in the water, and it can make measurements repeatedly over the course of in the case of these instruments, as much as 8 years, and newer instruments hopefully longer. And so they make numerous measurements for the same work of going out. And it is the case that in all the time before this project was started, the data that was collected, amounted to 40 years of data. Every 10 days of this project now in existence, we equal that amount of data. So it certainly took a lot of effort over the years to ramp up to the 3,500 instruments. But now that they're out there, the amount of data is just a deluge. Our purpose here at Drone-a-palooza is just to let you know that drones are used in all different kinds of ways. These are ocean robots, and they get deployed to make really simple measurements that scientists find really useful for modeling climate and other really useful parts like ocean current circulation.
We do some stuff for the community. We cover different events. I met a third grade teacher today, and we're going to do a kind of a safety briefing and let the kids know a little bit about this technology in a safe environment so they understand a little bit more about it. Well, one important aspect of what we do is having stabilized footage, and Tom here from Skyflick can demonstrate. The camera itself is on a 3-axis gimbal is what it's called. So if the wind is coming this way and the drone is moving, the camera stays level with the ground, and that's really an important feature to gather that high quality, high definition video. Like I said, our camera will stabilize. It holds its GPS position. And if we ever get into a little bit of trouble, it'll come back and land precisely where it took off from. So that's also another good feature. The batteries go for about 25 minutes of flight time with normal wind conditions and atmospheric pressure and temperature. So it depends on what the climate is, but 25 minutes is about average, 20 to 25 minutes. So you can really get to a neat angle that you wouldn't be able to get to with a traditional camera or even with a traditional aircraft, because we can go up to about 400 feet and capture an angle that you wouldn't normally see. And it's a pretty good view up there. And it really is an engaging thing. Websites that have video engage people a lot more than websites with just pictures. So I think the realty market is really a boom market right now as people are starting to figure that out. You can really show someone a house before they ever even show up. So that's another great aspect about this business. It's important that anyone who is flying an unmanned aerial vehicle understand the airspace that they're flying in. There's controlled airspaces around airports that you think it would be common sense, but you need to stay clear of airports. You need to stay at a low altitude, and you need to keep visual with the craft at all times. We always fly with a spotter, so one person has the camera and the other person has visual with the aircraft at all times. So that's really another important thing in keeping your flights safe. A lot of the stuff we've done, it's on YouTube. We have a website, skyflick.com. And basically we've been in business here for about 6 months. So we're sort of a fledgling group, but we're growing more and more as this technology is really taking off, so to speak.